Hi, thanks for joining me. I hope everybody's doing well. Sorry for all the time off. Very indecisive times for me. Also, we're in the midst of a heat wave and we keep getting storms every day and power issues and oh my goodness, don't want to complain. It has been a couple months since I've been here last, apparently. I'm not going to be talking through the whole thing. I'm just playing the game. I've decided probably part of the issue was that I challenged myself. And I'm not good at that because I'm really too harsh on myself. And I'm also very impatient, if you haven't already noticed. And if it doesn't go right the first time, I lose like 60% of my momentum. And if it doesn't go right the second time, I lose another 30% and on it goes. So I'm trying desperately to do things my way. And I really am not sure I know what that is, but I'm going to try and figure it out. I'm very happy that I'm into this game again. I absolutely adore it. I know a lot of people do. I'm not going to be one of them speculative types who think the game has come and gone, and that's maybe the case for some people. But I think this game has endurance and value. And I hope some of you agree. So what I'm going to do here is just go through a day in my life in Animal Crossing. There are some things that have changed, and very shortly you're going to be seeing one of them. We have 2 new villagers. Now when I left off, yeah, there he is. Okay, go away. But if you're not carrying a net, they can't attack you. Apollo was my last villager that I found, and I never got to show you guys that. And I think he's going to ask me to leave. He sure is. But he's been here all this time without me around. I felt... Sorry about that. The music was so loud I had to turn it down. Anyway, what I was trying to say is I found him. I stopped playing. He's been sitting here by himself this whole time. I felt really bad. I had a feeling that was going to happen. So that's the one exception I made. Wow, let's try that again. Yeah, I have to do things all over again because I restarted. One of the quote unquote, air quotes, rules I made was that if somebody asked to leave, I would say, okay, if that's what you want. But not for him. I didn't think it was fair. And he is my very favorite out of all of the Animal Crossing characters. Apollo is my favorite. I don't know what it is about the eagles. I prefer owls to eagles. But the eagles in this game, I really, really like them a lot. And I thought it was really strange because I have been trying to get him forever. I do not have his amiibo card. I don't know why. I just don't. Probably because I had hoped that the thrill of the chase would add value to my videos. So that's why I never bought the amiibo card. But anyway, I just thought it was rather anticlimactic that I go on a villager hunt. I find the villager of my dreams, and I couldn't show you guys. I don't. The Switch that I have is brand new. And it's twice now. With both Switches that I had, I always have drift and stick issues with the Joy-Cons. And it was acting up again, and I just couldn't take it anymore. So that's why I stopped recording Animal Crossing videos. It's because joy went out of it when you can't play the game normally. I did all of the tricks that kind people have suggested. I don't want to jinx myself, but right now everything seems to be going okay. I don't want to jinx it. I don't have any wood to knock on, but for now everything's fine. I'm not getting the drift, I'm not getting sticky keys and all that other stuff. What I am doing in this particular video is building up Nook miles to buy Nook Mile tickets. I would like to have at least 100 in my inventory. I know that's not a lot to a lot of people, but for those of you who haven't been following along, my goals this time are to find villagers I have never ever had. That doesn't mean I'm going to take the ones that I cannot stand, and I'm sorry to say there are a few, but I have learned to love even those. There's one exception, and is his name Clay? The little hamster who's dressed like a wrestler? I cannot get past his vulgar eyes. I am sorry. But I didn't like Sprocket for similar reasons. The way he was built and what he looked like and those things sticking out of the back of his head, it gave me a creepy feeling. But I ended up getting him as a jock on one of my starter islands, and I fell in love with him. He is absolutely adorable. So I'm taking that into consideration when I go on my villager hunts. But I don't want to take anyone I've already had, and I have had quite a few because I've gone through quite a few islands. I don't play the way 98.5% of everyone else on YouTube plays this game. And because I'm not good at decorating, I try really hard. Creative juices just don't seem to be in my brain to flow, much less trickle. So my attempt at decorating is cohesion and feels. If I'm not feeling it, I'm gonna change things up. I despise the word anything with core attached to it, so I don't do that. I never was really a themey person, but I am kind of a matchy-matchy person. Now here, I just want to really quickly say, okay, first of all, the Rambler. Quinn came up to me and asked if she could say that, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in the middle of something. I don't care. And then Plucky came up and asked me if she could say it, and I said, whatever. Now, the whole island is saying it, except for Quinn. She has gone back to her old, and I couldn't tell you what it is at the moment. So I thought that was kind of odd. But I learned, obviously very late in the game, it could be another one of those new rumors that, a gotcha moment. I heard that if you talk to a villager all the time, that is the villager who's going to ask to leave. It's not the ones you ignore, it's the ones you spend the most time with. Those are the ones that will queue up to leave. So I'm going to try it just to see if it's true. And there is a villager that I would like to ask to leave. But who knows? Might happen, might not happen. And yes, I'm still addicted to balloons. That probably will never change. I cannot ignore a balloon. It just sticks with me. Even after I stop playing the game, it's like, why didn't you pop that balloon? Could have been like 50,000 bells in there. Or some item you never had but always wanted. See? $10,000. I could use it. It's just something I have to do. Speaking of fireflies, oh my goodness, I have never seen so many fireflies around our house. Even when I was a little girl, there just seemed to be a whole ton of them. They came out early as well. Okay, so before I shut up here and let you just follow along. When I came back into the game, I went back to, is it March or, is it April? Maybe it was April? I did the Blossom thing. The Blossom Festival, I think it's only 10 days? Not sure. But I went every single day and I collected 10 blossom petals per day. And I only have 3 DIYs. That's the problem with it. I've been playing this game for so long and I just don't get the recipes. That cool hyacinth lamp, I would love that. The mushroom lamp, I think I got that once. But this time, I actually got the cherry bonsai recipe. That's great, I never got it before, but the other thing is you need a regular bonsai recipe in order to make that pretty table. Is it like a cart? And it has 1 cherry bonsai and 1 regular bonsai on top of it. I really like that item. Never got it. I've always gotten the recipe, but I've never had the 2 items that go on top. Well, I've had the regular bonsai recipe. Now I have the cherry bonsai and I don't have the, oh my goodness. It's always like that when I play this game. So there he is, just in time for the rain to start. I'm so glad I have him. So now we have 2 cranks, Apollo and Tom, 2 sisterlies, Quinn and Plucky. Louie is our Jock. Lolly is our Norm. Rio is our Peppy. I hope I'm not missing anybody. Yeah, so Tom and Apollo live right next door to each other. I can't remember. Am I missing anybody? Oh, yes, Mallory. Mallory is our Snooty. So the only thing we don't have is Lazy. And that's all right. But we do have a lot of duplicates, so we need to fix that. The other issue I thought I would mention before I shut up, the atmosphere of this island leaves something to be desired. And by that, I just mean I scared away so many atlas moths. I could have made quite a bit of money with those. Well, are they a good find for bells? I don't know. What I mean by atmosphere is nobody's playing together. Nobody's being friendly with each other. They all just kind of walk around and do their own thing. There's no gathering in front of the services building. I rarely see anybody shopping. And of course, I can't go through my museum until I finish it. Which, by the way, all we need is 4 more bugs and we're done. So if you see me come out of my house or go near my house and I just stop, it's because I'm staring at the garbage can. I have 3 garbage cans on the island. I stuffed all 3 of them with rotten turnips and nothing. Now, if you guys have a suggestion on how to catch a fly, that would be awesome. I have left turnips on the ground and all I get is ants. And I keep putting them in the garbage cans. And then I just stand there staring at it. One time I caught a fly and it was an absolute fluke. It was the dead of winter. And I think I was just rummaging around the island, picking weeds and watering flowers and collecting shells. And all of a sudden, I just saw this thing darting back and forth at the garbage can. And I'm like, what in the world? And then when I swiped it, I actually caught it. I had no idea there were flies in this game. No idea at all. So now that I need one, of course, I'm never going to see one. Unless I have to go all the way to January to find one, which is weird. Why would a fly be out? I'm pretty sure they either die or hibernate. I don't know if you noticed either. I got a hula girl in a balloon. I thought it was pretty cool. So I put her down in my little freaky corner here. And that is something else I thought I would mention. I'm sorry. I keep gabbing away, and this is supposed to be just a quiet, relaxing, play with me on my island type thing. And did I just lose my train of thought? No, I did not. The layout. Now that we don't need to catch fish anymore, and we're walking perfect timing here, I'm wondering if this 3-story cliff, I know I live on it, and I have the store and the museum on the second tier, but there's quite a bit of space that I could either fill in this area with higher up cliffs, or I could remove the water in the cliffs and give me more open space on this side for maybe a bigger farm. I don't know. And I'm also probably in the mood to do some rearranging. But that will take a lot of map capturing and then staring for hours on end, trying to decide, where do I want everything? Do I want to move this? Should I add this? Should I take this away? It takes me a really long time to do mediocre work. So now I'm going to stop here. Just nothing. No, I didn't even bother stopping. Oh well. I figure I should put some rain gear on in this kind of weather, so I'm going to. Now I'm trying to think if there's anything up ahead, because obviously this is pre-recorded. I got into the game, I finished my cherry blossom thing, and then I moved ahead to real time, which is why it's at night. And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to hit record and we'll see what happens. So this is what you're watching here. But I'm pretty sure something else. Oh yeah, there's a very exciting thing towards the end. I'll let you figure that out on your own. Did I? Good heavens. Somebody else did ask to leave, but I don't know if it's in here. Don't know. It is all one day. Oh no, they already did ask to leave. Yeah, they asked to leave when I was doing the cherry blossoms. I apologize for that. Now I remember. And I'm very, very, very sad. I was bummed for the longest time. Louis asked to leave and go exploring. He wanted to stretch his muscles. So I had to say yes. And I was really, really gutted. But instead of going on a villager hunt, because I think I mentioned earlier, I'm trying to collect as many Nook Mile tickets as I can. I think I'm up to 70 or 80. Don't quote me on it. So I didn't go on a villager hunt. And naturally, one of my daughter's cues took his place. So we have a lazy now, and you will be meeting him somewhere in this video. I'm not sure where. But I will reiterate, we have 2 sisterlies, 2 snooties, 2 cranks, no jock, 1 lazy, 1 normie, and 1 peppy. I don't know if that is the reason there's no harmony on this island, but I would like to work on bringing harmony to the island, and I think that involves getting the right types, personality types, onto the island. I'm not quite sure how that mix goes, but I think 2 sisterlies is a bad idea and 2 cranks is a bad idea because they're domineering, and that might be why, I don't know, maybe I'm making this all up in my head as I go, probably am. But I've never really studied it hard enough to see, because I have had some very harmonious islands that I absolutely loved. Do you know, we don't have a... Oh, yes, we do. We do have a smug. Beardo. Why do I always say Beardo? Beardo is our smug. And smugs always make the island, I'll tell you. I'm not a huge fan of their personality, but they do make an island. So sorry about that. No, darling, turn around. There you go, Deke, don't sit. Yay. All right, so 2 surprises are coming up. And I think you're going to see our lazy before you see the surprise. But I'm done talking. I can't really think of anything else I need to fill you guys in on. So I do hope you enjoy this, and if you stick to the end, thank you. I really appreciate it. And liking the video helps with the YouTube algorithm. Although it gets more complex as you go, but I don't want to discuss that right now. It's just very defeatist. So I don't want to talk about it.
아이스크림을 아이스크림을 인류에서 가루를 가진 방법을 거야.
Okay, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Like the video, subscribe. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.